Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for OSRS. Now this week we see some Wilderness Boss rework tweaks and more. Up first is issues and hotfixes. It looks like they have all been fixed, but in case you were wondering if you've seen this issue earlier, so there was reports of the Ursine Chainmail special hitting 0 that has been fixed. And there was reports of the Venatter's Bow max hit from bounced bows being inaccurate. That has been fixed. And there was reports of players can use control clicks to avoid the force walk applied by the Ursine Chainmail special attack. That has also been fixed. So we also have the change log here, which is the overall overview of everything that is going on. So the hotfixes from last week are as follows: reduce the maximum number of players able to receive loot from 15 to 10, increase the minimum loot reward from 0% to 15%, increase the quantity of base rewards, fix an issue where the Void Waker components turned into coins upon death in the wilderness. And this week, they fixed an issue where the Accursed Scepters A were reverting to Thamaran Scepters while protected on PvP death when equipped. The regular loot table for all bosses is now a little more consistent. Calvarian now only summons 2 hounds no matter how many players are in the fight. Spindle is limited to a max of 10 spiderlings no matter how many players are in the fight. All wilderness bosses are now immune to the Ring of Recoil and similar effects. Rearrange Venatus damage through prayer from being rolled then capped at 30 to being capped at 30 and then rolled. Calvarian will now spawn up to 7 lightning strikes at one time, regardless of the number of players. Fix an issue where the Nermoff's Dragon Pickaxe dialogue. Fix an issue where Arshio's head was clipping when within melee range. They are aware of other issues, and we'll check the blog to learn more at a later date and how they plan on tackling those. Fairy Ring actually sees a little tweak, so they're seeing some feedback on how Fairy Ring's new look for next week's game's update. Secrets of the North, there is messages about the number of changes remaining to the Venatter bow are now more frequent. The following changes have also been made to the bow. Secondary hits should now roll their own accuracy checks instead of using the one from the initial hit. Arrows can now ricochet even if their target dies. Increase the speed of the ricocheting arrows. Enhance C++ client improvements. Improved mini-map zoom functionality through the new slider feature. Minimap zoom will now be remembered on both mobile and desktop. Added ability to see your current combat level to decimal place value to view how far you are from the next combat level. This feature is off by default, so you can turn that on in your settings. Fishing spots within the Chamber of Xeric are now including under fishing spots indicators. Fix various clue scroll helper issues. Resolve the bug with the hot and cold clue scrolls where the location list could disappear in certain situations. Resolve the bug where the Fairy Queen NPC was not being highlighted by the helper. Resolve the bug where the helper was not detecting a worn uncharged Amulet of Glory for the specific master clue. And resolve the bug where the incorrect information was being displayed highlighted in the helper for certain cryptic clues. Other changes consist of restored missing text in the Accursed creation message. The Ardougne Diary task now calls for the imbued Solve Amulet and is now clearer about where the amulet must be imbued. Players on the Deadman world who are all subject to newbie PvP immunity may no longer receive weapon drops from Revenants. Deadman players may now obtain the Mystic cards from Diango. Finding a hiding animation featured another slice of ham. Fix the hiding animation. I'm not sure if I said fixed. Players can no longer have multiple followers while temple trekking. And fix an issue where the Lumber's armor stand was clipping on PvP Worlds. Now, there is also more going on here for the reworks, but overall it is about the same. But next week there is going to be more stuff, such as the anti-grief mechanics, which there's going to be more on that next week. But currently they're saying about what they have now, but there is planning on being more anti-grief stuff. There's going to be more changes outside of that. There is stuff that is on the radar, which is like the boss entry fee is lost upon any wilderness death, so they want to explore changing this so that you only lose a fee if you die in combat that began inside or within the close-up proximity to the boss layers and escape caves. And we're supposed to get feedback, of course. So there is different things, and there's also the stall behavior when falling into a boss layer can be disruptive in PvP scenarios. So there's quite a bit of changes that will be coming next week, but also within game feedback. So make sure you get into the forums and give your feedback if this is something you're very passionate about. And as you can see here, this is the Fairy Ring graphical update, which is coming next week. As you can see, it's kind of nice, you know. It kind of shows and highlights pretty nicely. There is going to be a welcome screen changes. So as you can see here, this is kind of very similar to how it used to be, but it's also kind of similar to how RS3 is. You know, you got the new little bit of background and then everything else, and a little bit of information what you might have missed. But least but not last, poll 78 next steps. So a whopping 9,000 people voted in the survey. So without further ado, here are the top 5 results. Number 1 is increased coin pouch capacity, magic secretaries inventory usage, automatically add player made runes to the rune pouch, a colorized crystal armor, and magic secretaries, and the farming skill key boost on bushes and limpworts. So that is something that is going to be going on. And then we have the Crack the Clue 3. So here is the clue for those who are actually looking for this. The clue reads as follows: 2 messages have been hidden within the lore. Find the first one and then 1 more. More messages are hidden elsewhere to find, so make sure you don't leave the 18 by 20 behind. It also has a hidden message of its own, but you won't find it before others are known. So that is the riddle. Again, it is 2 messages have been hidden within the lore. Find the first one and then 1 more. More messages are hidden elsewhere to find, so make sure you don't leave the 18 by 20 behind. It also has a hidden message of its own, but you won't find it before the others are known. And then we head into the PvP World Rota, which is going to period B, so 560 UK PvP, 579 US high risk PvP, 561 UK free to play PvP, 580 US LMS competitive, and 390 AUS has been deactivated for this Rota. And PvP Arena is going to the max/med loadouts for the ranked and tournaments this week. So that'll be it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.